Your dog? Because it's me, yes. Hi, baby. What's her name? Her name is Toaster Strudel. Hi, baby. Oh, you're the sweetest. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my God, what a sweet girl. How old? 8 months? Just like I am mentally. All right. Welcome to GenCon, Critical Role, Jocks Machina panel. Hello. I'm gonna bring everybody out in a second. Most of them are awake. Couple of rules. We're gonna have Mike here, and is that the only one, or is there another one? That's the only one. Okay, so when I tell you to line up in an orderly fashion, be careful of everybody in cosplay. One question for one cast member. Don't ask the whole cast a question because they're actors. They like to talk. What else? No high noon shit, like, you guys know the drill. Raise your hand if you were at the live show last night. Whoa. Wow, way to make the rest of the people that didn't go feel bad. Can't believe you guys just did that. Without further ado, come on out, everybody. We got Travis, we got Marisha, we got Taliesin, we got Liam. Oh my God, Laura. We got Sam Riegel, Matthew Mercer. Wow. How you guys feeling?
We have a jib.
I know.
What?
This panel has a jib.
Oh, Jesus.
Vinny.
Shout out
Vinny,
to my
can
cousin.
we get a jib?
He said a little bit of an insurance liability. Man, so
You know all
how do
about
you guys,
liability.
Yeah, we have too many as it is. How you guys feeling after last night? That was a bit of a roller coaster there.
Thanks to the DM for taking it easy on us in the beginning of the episode.
Laura, stop almost dying. What was going?
Not the only one. Thank you very much.
It's true. What was
She
going?
took out both of those creatures.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Due in large part to everybody else.
What was going through your mind, Laura, last night when you were getting pretty close there? Were you thinking Caduceus will save me, or were you thinking I'm in real danger? Like this is.
I thought I was in real danger. Because I was only healed up to, because the things were taken out like at least 50 hit points each hit.
They're pretty nasty.
And I was, after Caduceus healed me, I was only at 25 hit points. So if that thing would have taken out, one more hit, I would have been like,
Marisha.
Yeah.
Same question. What was going through your mind?
I saw, what was it? It was like someone did a stats breakdown, and it was like, how many times has Bo died? And I was like, not as many as Caleb.
We haven't died, have we?
Unconscious. Yeah.
Unconscious.
there's a big difference.
God, what a good morning. It's such a beautiful morning. It's almost presidential.
Okay, so speaking of Mr. President, how many people voted in the election? Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay,
Go vote in your primaries too,
Yes,
or something.
please.
Like, go vote too.
Please vote in the real elections, the ones that matter.
Yeah, if you guys vote for the 2 by presidents, but not in the real election, we will be disappointed. So please,
Yes.
please vote.
Who voted for Sam? Thank you. That's all the time we have. I needed that for my soul so bad. And it's on Critical Scope as well, probably. Oh, man. How cool. You got a baker's dozen of fans looking out for you.
We love you, just not enough to vote for you.
Travis, last night, I felt like you almost did the original Ford accent a couple times. I saw a little slippage there. Are you practicing in the mirror before Thursday night? You did this for 71 episodes, and then now you did a bad Texan accent, making the people from the state you're from ashamed of you. And now you're doing a British accent that's just slightly better than mine from Laura's Harry Potter one shot.
Yeah, no, it slips all over the place. I might actually just start doing the Texan accent towards Not just to make her feel better.
Oh, that's really sweet.
There you go. Yeah, no, yeah, I slide in and out all the time. I'm like, well, just blah blah.
Blah. Oh
Did
man,
miss
well,
the opportunity though to have Ford with a lasso. You know.
oh, that's true.
It's a whip. It's not a lasso.
Yeah, but
Whip.
Whip. Thank you. Whip Wheaton.
Will Wheaton. There wasn't as much, sexy time stuff this live show as there was. Was New York the one where you two had that epic? Was that it? Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
to
that was
watch.
New York. I'll never forget it.
I still mark the day.
No matter what happens, we'll always have New York, Travis.
Us and several thousand strangers.
What's your guys' favorite part of doing these live shows? Is it walking out and thunderous applause at the sight of you, like it is for me? Is it
Last night, everybody sang along to the
singing?
song.
That was epic.
Oh my God.
You guys.
That was unexpected. We've never experienced that before, and it was so magical and amazing. And something that you can only get at a live show like that, to really feel that connection with the audience. It was amazing. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, you guys made Brittany cry her eyes out. Yeah. Brittany came backstage and she's like, "They're singing all the lyrics," and I just it was awesome. I'm sorry. I know that's not how you talk, but it's real close. You guys can start lining up in an orderly fashion, please, looking out for one another always, and thank you so much.
Before we launch full-fledged into questions, if you're not getting on the line, can we see everyone in cosplay hop up and get a look?
Yeah, if you're physically able, stand up and cosplay. Wow.
Whoa, whoa, look at the ruby right at the front of the line. Whoa.
Look at that sword.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, that's
Gilmore.
good.
Tiefling Caleb, not. Oh.
Wow.
Man.
I
See the
have
Bright
seen.
Queen.
I have seen many Gilmores in my time. My heart belongs to this one right here.
Oh, wow. Looks like the art was based on that person, basically.
The Raven Queen at the back of the room is terrifying.
Oh, goodness. Help. I just saw that. Nice. Wow, that's cool. Back left corner there. So cool, you guys. Raise your hand if you came to GenCon for the live show or for this panel or for something Critical Role related. Okay, who came here from another country? Keep your hand up. Whoa. Wow, really? Okay, where are you from? The UK? The whole place? An hour away from Birmingham? Take notes, man. I'm really good at this accent shit. What about you? Where are you from? Oh, Jesus. I can't see what your shirt said. Does it say, "Kick me, I'm an influencer"? Oh, Mighty Nine. That's awesome. Sorry, the lights are really bright, and I have masculine degeneration. This is, where are you guys from? Canada? America's hat. How fun. I love Canada. What about you guys? Wait, you're not from the French part of Canada, right? Okay, cool. Where are you guys? Where are you guys from? Okay, yeah. We got Canada. I'm just kidding. Not Quebec, right? Okay. Unfortunately, panels are not open to people in Quebec. Where are you from? From Italy? Yeah. Oh man, did you bring any food or? She brought spices for you guys. Can I have them? Okay, it sucks. All right, who's up first here? Give us your name and your question, please.
Hi, my name is Barry. My question is for Matt. I was just wondering if we might expect any possible homebrew releases coming out in the next year or so, like Dunamancy or who knows, even the
I
Wild
have
Mount Campaign
plans.
Guide.
I have plans. I can't say anything
Don't you say anything.
because I want things to be cool and surprising. But yeah, I got plans. Don't worry.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
That was all I was hoping for.
It's that I don't care. It's that I don't have time. But I'm working on it.
Awesome.
Homebrew. Hello. You can just grab that. Yeah, you can just take it off there if you need to. Yeah. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Cindy Mama. And this is for Taliesin.
Hello.
What would make Caduceus really angry?
Yes, tell me.
I will say that he can get angry. It does happen. There's definitely I will say juvenile disrespect does eventually get to him.
Oh no.
Not a fan of pranking. I mean, you know, everybody's got some layers. There's some stuff, but no one's that serene all the time. No one.
And
Yeah.
it's, as I'm an old white lady and I'm allowed to break the rules, I have a gift for Matthew. Since GameholeCon, I have carried this everywhere I thought I might get to see you to give to you.
Oh, you're getting out. Oh, he's getting out.
That's really sweet. You're not old. Anyway, who's next? Hey, what's your name?
My name's Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
I have a question for Taliesin, mostly because I want to watch the face story that Travis is going to give us when Taliesin answers. At the end of the Call of Cthulhu one-shot, you mentioned you had a
Spoilers,
lot of
careful.
mousetraps set up. I was just wondering, were the shadow people the most dangerous thing they could have released, or was there a more dangerous horror waiting that they managed to avoid?
I mean, if the cats had been released first, that would have definitely been an interesting thing. I'll try and make this as spoiler-free as possible for people who haven't seen it. The cats would have been a problem. Also, if somebody had died really early, I was setting up a series of rules for dead players to continue to interact, which would have been really, really unhappy and bad. And terrible rules for the things that were living behind the glass. And if you were stuck behind the glass, you were right there with them and they could really mess with you. Thankfully, none of that happened. Thank you for watching the one shot, by the way. Oh, God.
That was a great question. Great job, Taliesin. and
Yeah,
Marisha.
go check it out if anyone hasn't seen the Call of Cthulhu one shot, because Taliesin slayed. It was so good.
Very good. What's your name?
My name is Georgia, and my question is for Matt. So you have the Tal'Dorei setting, and I was wondering if you were going to do one for the Mighty Nine campaign.
I don't have a lot of time. Campaign settings are extensive. I'd like to eventually do something like that, yeah. I have materials. It's just assembling them in a way that can be legible by a non-crazy human being that I am. Hopefully. you know, we'll see as time goes on. At the moment, we're consumed with this animated series that you guys helped make happen. Super excited about that. So I guess just keep an eye out as time goes on, because hopefully I'd like to get around to that. That'd be fun.
That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Actually, thank you. Great question. Travis, what can you tell us about the status of things? How's everything going? We're gearing up to start working on this whole animated series. Like, it's pretty crazy, right?
It's going well, Brian.
Your money is in great hands, folks. Who's up next?
Hi, I'm Alex. I have a question for Matt, and I totally understand if you don't want to answer this, but what the hell was up with the undead vibe on Jametti Costco?
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? That's a pretty weird thing. Yeah, there's something about him that gives off an undead vibe. Wonder what that means. I appreciate the question, but I don't know if that'll come back into play at some time. Well, let's see if it gets explored at some point. And if not, at least I can tell you at the campaign wrap up.
That is more than enough for me.
No worries. Thank you for asking.
That's a great question. Hey there, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Shane, and my question is for Travis. For the animated series, a lot of the characters have iconic catchphrases, so I was wondering how you're going to translate, "I would like to rage."
Are we going to translate that? I think he's just going to say, "I would like to rage."
Yeah.
Yeah, we are definitely keeping iconic lines, moments, interactions, all those things will be in there just as they were.
Thank you.
I'll also do as an add to that. I mean, like, if you want to see like the somebody doing that and like taking things that shouldn't actually work in game and making them work in game, Jody Hauser's doing a great job in the comic book series of making it, making you feel like somehow Matt is intertwined in everything that happens. It's kind of cool. So.
Yep.
Check it out.
It's fun to be intertwined with Matt. Is that not what you meant? What's your name there?
Hello, I was here last year, and I asked Matt what NPC he would like to see cosplayed that he hadn't yet. And while Senukir was thrown around, I didn't get him finished in time, but I believe you finally settled on Earthbreaker Groon. So I put my Orthax from last year in a muscle suit.
That is amazing. Cord strength to you, brother.
Oh wow, the beard. Oh.
You look amazing as well. Your Percy's fantastic.
Thank you. I'm gonna hopefully remake the code already eventually. But my question is for Taliesin. A lot of comparisons have been thrown around between Ford and Percy, and something that I noticed is Ukatoa is much more.
Ukatoa.
Thank you.
What have you guys
when you all do it?
Is being much more insistent than Orthax was. Do you think if Orthax was as insistent and as keen on punishment, Percy might have gone a similar direction as Ford?
Honest to God, and this is just from watching, I don't think Percy had nearly as strong a will as Ford does. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Watching Travis play Ford has definitely been I did not have the balls to pull that off. Oh my God. Yeah, Percy is it would never be the hard choice. Percy was never about the hard choice. It was always about what's the option C that I haven't figured out yet. There's a way to game my way out of this. If I just keep talking, I can get everything like to work, and until the very end. But yeah, like oh my God, the chicken. Percy doesn't play chicken. No.
From first-hand knowledge, Percy does curtail very easily.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually recall, Percy didn't even make the choice.
No.
Scanlan did for him.
Yep.
Hi.
Who's
Hi.
next?
Hi, my name's Tyler. So, question for Laura. When can we get a Caduceus tea set?
Oh, a Caduceus tea set.
Oh, I heard a lot of oohs. Who would buy a Caduceus tea set? Well, shit, maybe I should look into
That's-
it.
Yeah, no.
That's so many more people than voted for me.
I feel like not to be that guy, but I mean like it says on my business card that guy. But let's see if his character let's just see how long he sort of before we start making merchandise stuff around it. Let's maybe just because there's a history of spoilers.
Apparently,
let's see
dying
who's
makes
next.
you more desirable though, because
I was
that
just-
Molly T-shirt.
Limited edition.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like on another level, hey, you get to see some other stuff I'm thinking about. So there's that.
Yeah.
I'm out of
got some good
explosive
ideas.
arrows, by the way. I've run out, so
Oh,
you're
dang.
safe.
Talison's character here for a good time, not a long time. Okay, who's next? What's your name?
My name's Nicole, and I actually have a question for Sam. So, you are kind of the king of over-the-top and ostentatious, whether it be with your character design or your, flasks or things like that, and especially your outfits at the live events. So, how do you come up with these over-the-top creations, and also, how on earth do you plan on topping last night? Because, come on.
That last part will be hard. I think next year I'll either come out totally naked,
No, we can't. It's Twitch. It's Twitch. We can't do that.
or I'll just be so basic. Pleated khakis, a polo shirt. I don't know. That outfit last night, it was pieced together from several different stores. I'm sure Crit Role Closet will figure it out at some point. Is Crit Role Closet here, by the way?
She is! I saw her!
Hey! What's up?
I literally buy things at vintage shops just to spite you. I'm so excited.
But it was a challenge putting that together. And then my fellow cast members, like 2 weeks after I had bought all that weird stuff I wore, they were like, "Hey, let's go goth." So thank you guys.
Great question.
Can we get like a zip line for you next year?
Oh my God.
That's a good idea.
Like
oh, like a Peter Pan rig
Peter
or something.
Pan- Yeah, there we go.
flight rig.
Somewhere Brittany is having a nosebleed.
I could do that.
I want to see if you can figure out the glowing ball that stood in for his junk last night.
I used that as my pillow last night. I want to see him come out with the Emmy and the Emmy in here one of these days. Great question. Okay, who's next? What's your name?
Hi, my name is Kalen. I had a question for Travis. So keep in mind, I haven't seen yesterday's live show episode. I wasn't able to make it. But other than that, I'm caught up. So with Ford's recent decision, do you see him changing outfits to fit his new or old persona? Like costume change?
I don't think so. So most of Ford's armor was very piecemeal stuff that he got from either working on the docks or stuff that he got from Bandrin or items that he was given, just as he sort of accrued time and responsibility where he worked. So I think that stuff's very dear to him, especially coming from an orphanage where he didn't have any possessions. So all those things that are actually his are very dear to him. He might add to those things, but I think underneath they'll stay there. And he might augment them or change them a little bit, in the same way that you would like draw on your jeans in school or whatever. But like that stuff's his, so it means a lot to him.
And we all picked up some stuff in the last couple, like 10 games anyway. So we're all a little more absorbed.
But I see you guys all about like fresh Jorhassian outfits.
Yeah.
So you're all a little more stylish than you were when you started.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Great question. Nice shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank
What's
you.
your name?
My name's Spencer. My question is also for Travis. After Ford severed his pact with Ukatoa, was there a larger fear in telling Bo and Jester what had happened since he had been traveling with them the longest out of the 9? Or where his journeys with the 9 made that fear equal across all of the party?
I think actually he was worried about telling Bo and Jester the least, and maybe Caduceus in there as well. Knew he would hear about it from Not. Caleb had already sort of started to call him on his shit, right? Saw through a lot of that stuff. And he also regards the group as very powerful. So I think a lot of it is turning to his very powerful and talented friends and saying, I don't have any of that anymore. I hope I can still play with you guys, right? Still hang. I mean, legit though, and I mean, the response was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. But Jester is so gregarious and loving and joyful and exuberant that I don't think he was worried about that. I think he was actually looking forward to telling her as one of the first people to know, and Bo's second mate. So like, ride or die, right? Yeah.
Great question.
Thanks, man.
Okay, who's up next? Cool.
So I heard you. Anyway, so
Get right up on the mic if you don't mind, just so the folks can hear you.
So my question is for Taliesin, and I can totally be wrong for this, but just reading like body language and facial features, there do seem to be moments where you're kind of just like, I'm done with this. And like how, just kind of, no, it might just be like, cause it's long hours and you're tired and everything. I just kind of want advice of like, how do you keep playing when your energy level might be low, or you're just kind of like, I don't like where the story is going.
No, that's never I'm done with this. What you're seeing is I'm trying to make sure no one notices that I'm reading my backstory notes so I don't forget anybody's name. And it's over here, and this look.
Little bit, yeah.
That's me reading frantically. I'm a big believer in terror. Terror is a great way of keeping up. Oh God, I don't remember anybody's name. Oh God. How many siblings do I have? Oh God.
Well, also, you write your backstories are like the Cimmerillion.
I know.
It's like so intense. I'm like, my dad was mean to me. Like, that's my backstory.
Make less siblings.
Oh yeah, next time only child. Oh man.
I can't believe that episode 1 of campaign 2, when you guys met Not, nobody said, hey, just for later, what's your mother's name? Let me just write this down in case you ever ask us later. Spoilers.
I remember seeing there was like some fan speculation out there that Not was one of the goblins that killed Scanlan's mom, and I was like, that would have been awesome.
Matt Mercer, ladies and gentlemen. What's your name?
I'm Bo.
Of course. I apologize. It's bright.
My name's Charlie, and my question is for Sam. Based on the amazing reaction we've had to your D&D Beyond theme and the Critical Role theme, when can we expect a parody version of the 2010 hit Like a G6 by the Far East Movement as like a D6?
Oh,
wow. That's good.
Someone
Can
said
I
it
be that
already
person?
exists?
It does already exist. The library bards did it.
Oh.
Yeah. So you should check it out. But I mean, do a cover, Sam. I don't know.
Yeah.
There are more songs incoming, just so you know.
Oh no.
That's right, the library.
He has a lot of time on his hands now that he's not the president of
He's the co-president.
Don't boo me. You all voted for Liam. They are by presidents, though, so you're sharing the. What's your name?
My name is Kalen, and my question is for Matt. You say Dunamancy can alter the reality and the fate of the person that wields it. Is this an affront to the Raven Queen?
I would say, given the fact that elements of Dunamancy deal with the manipulation of probability, destiny, things like that, Raven Queen probably not that cool with Dunamancy. Just throwing it out there. One of a few things. She's probably like, really, guys? So yeah, I'd say you're on the right track.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, look at this. What's your name?
My name's Emily,
Hey, Emily.
and my question is for Laura and Travis. Do you talk to Ronan about your campaign?
So Ronan, every Thursday night, he stays with a babysitter. Now because he stays at home, but he watches the opening of the show. Like, he loves the theme song so much. I sing it every time I'm changing his diaper. I sing him the theme song.
Yeah, no. Same. Like, I know there's songs that like parents sing to their kids. He's heard the damn theme song every day of his life.
But do you guys change the lyrics though? Is it like you shit your pants? I'm cleaning it up now. You know what I mean? Like, I would do cool stuff like that.
My kids bust into that song constantly, and we cannot play a board game or anything. Someone will go like, "It's your turn to roll." Every time.
Fantastic question, Emily. Thank you so much. Hey, what's your name?
I'm Dan.
What's up? You can
What's
just
up? First
pop
of
that
all,
mic up a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so tall and good
No,
looking.
no, it's okay.
Anyway,
Don't
first
ever
thing-
apologize for that.
No.
Humble brag.
Anyway, first thing, shout out to my fellow Jeremy 19th birthday person, talented.
Nice.
Also, my question is for Marisha. I'm a huge fan of Jocks Machina, and hopefully we get to see them on the channel one day. Will Bo ever join Jocks Machina?
Dang.
Oh.
What are the requirements? Are there prerequisites for joining Jocks Machina? You're kind of the authority on this.
Guns. Got it. Check.
Abs.
Check.
Like to lift heavy things. Like to break a sweat.
Check.
Like to whoop that ass.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. You made that happen.
What about stealing shit that you shouldn't from someone else's campaign? Is that part of the? I'm just kidding. Hashtag Archon for president. All right. Who do we have here? What's your name?
Hi, I'm Natasha, and I've been holding on to this question for a year for Matt. Yeah, this is a rather involved conspiracy theory question, so excuse me.
Oh boy.
So
7-Eleven was an inside job.
All right.
So last year, when the party was in Shady Creek Run at the Landlocked Lady Inn, they first arrived and there was a doorman named Champ who kept new, and everything was pompous and mustachioed and cool.
Yep.
And then the next morning, they went down and there was a new doorman who said he'd been working for the Mardoons for a few months and had bright red curly hair and vibrant green eyes. It acted rather enigmatic and shady and shifty and was saying they should listen more and that he hoped that whatever you're after, I hope you're on the right path. So, and then later, once they recover everyone, Jester is asking the traveler where he was, and he said he was always there. So my question is this: was that character the traveler in disguise?
That'd be pretty interesting, huh? That's a unique observation.
Oh boy.
I will confirm nor deny.
That's totally fair. Thank you so much.
I mean, was it worth it to wait a year to get 30 seconds of that look from Matt? Because I feel like it was, yeah. Oh, wow. Hello. Oh, shit. Next level flexing on us. What's your name?
My name is Anna Grace. I actually have a kind of follow-up question to that for Matt. But it has more to do with Ford's character.
Okay.
So now that Ford has effectively broken up with Ukatoa, thank you. What do you think would be a more compelling storyline, or what are you most interested to see him continue to take levels in Warlock, or possibly with an Archfey patron, or Paladin?
I'm interested. You ain't getting anything, Travis.
I tried, Travis. Sorry.
I know. Part of what I really enjoy about this game is how the players continuously surprise me, and I'm down to see what journey Travis wants to take. So I'm curious to see how he takes this next path of his journey and which elements he wants to maintain, what direction he wants to go. He seems to be like really finding interest in the Wild Mother and talking to Caduceus about that, and that's kind of been an element of breaking that pact at the time. So I'm curious if he's going to continue down that path or see this as like a blank slate to continue to grow. So I'm interested to see the different decisions that Ford takes and Travis does through Ford, and kind of adjust and build the narrative for that character around that. So I can't say I have a specific path that I'm hoping for, because I have no idea what Travis's direct interest is beyond just the actions he's taken in the game. Yeah, I'm just excited to see where it goes. I really love the idea of not knowing that as the dungeon master. As much as it's like me building and world planning, many of you out there who run games as GMs know the most exciting part of the game is after all that prep, coming to the table and the players completely surprising you, and you're kind of having to just think on your feet and go with it. That's the best part of the game for me.
Yeah, the surprise is the best part.
So
for
yeah.
sure. Thank you guys.
No,
You
it's a
guys
good
are
question. You
awesome.
look amazing.
Thank you.
You look amazing, by the way, and I'm not just saying that because you're dressed up as my fiance's amazing character that Matt is going to kill probably in like 2 months or something.
Oh,
Just kidding.
wrong with you?
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Stop that.
Hey, we usually ask this at the panel. Sue, real quick before we get to your question. Raise your hand if you started playing D&D after watching Critical Role.
Real high.
Holy cow. That's crazy. That's so awesome. Someone lifted up the staff. That's hilarious. Okay, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Miss Sunflower.
Wait.
Yes, hello?
As in at Miss
Yes,
Sunflower?
Miss Sunflower.
I love your questions. You're amazing. You troll me, and that's how you get my respect. I love you.
From that, but okay. I just like saying my name. So my question is for Marisha. My question is, what inspired you to play Bo a bit more shaken about her near death than some of the other characters?
From last night?
Yes, from last night.
Well, I was at 2 hit points the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So Liam can attest to that. So I was, kind of R-playing that she would just R-playing?
R-playing.
Yeah.
I like role-peeing.
R-peeing.
Role-peeing games are my favorite genre of game.
T-top RP.
So it's role-playing that I was just dazed. I don't know.
We're all tired.
What was the question?
Why did Bo seem more shaken than other characters near death?
No. Like
It was
obviously.
a question
Shit's
about
crazy,
RPG.
man. Did you see that shit? That was nuts.
Very much.
That's why.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, boy. You guys are getting some real good ones today.
Go for it.
What's your
Hello.
name?
My name is Julia. I used to be an Alpha Mod. I was Black Market Bingo. I'm happy to finally make it here to my first Gen
awesome.
Con. I have a question for Liam. So, so you play your characters, both Vax and Caleb, like very emotionally, without any like hesitation, I guess. And you're an experienced actor. But
Unlike these other guys.
well, no, I know. Well, we're only allowed to ask a question to
True
one
story.
person, so I picked you. But what I wanted to ask was something that people who try to emulate Critical Role don't realize, that something that can happen when you try to put yourself into the character and get emotionally invested is character bleed. So I was wondering how you deal with that, or if you do at all, even. If
Meaning, like, do Vax and Caleb bleed back into Liam?
In a way, just like if something really emotionally devastating happens to Vax or to Caleb, how does it affect you, and how do you deal with it?
Oh yeah, the moments in these, we've talked about this a decent amount, but like these feel like synthetic memories. So anytime our loved one, I mean, we love each other, so anytime the superimposed fantasy friend gets killed or has to leave or whatever happens, like that shit, we carry it around.
Yeah.
And get upset about it. And every time, like, a character, we leave on a cliffhanger and someone's gonna die, like, we think about it constantly. Vax helped me sort through things, but made me more loyal and determined and willing to take chances, which is in life generally try to avoid conflict. Caleb, I still kind of drive around and think about him and still go like, why did you do that? He's really messed up. He's really messed up. And if we just talk about, I know, but if I just think like fireballs and cats, like it's fun and we can make dick jokes and it's always fun. But if I really like take a minute to go, so yeah, I feel bad for him. I feel really bad for him. I have fun playing the game. I love these guys, and I feel bad for my character.
Do you have ways that you like learn to process that? Like if you're at home feeling bummed about maybe on Friday something that happened on Thursday night, and you're like, man, like I need to get out of this funk. Like, do you have ways of coping?
Yeah, I pull my head out of the game. I will play a game with my kid, or I'll watch a movie with my wife, or go running. Or running is great.
Yeah.
Not for your knees, but for everything else. Or spend time with these guys outside of the game. There's lots of ways, but it definitely does. You know, we really invested in this story, so it just sort of drags along like coattails with us wherever we go. But
To give you examples too, when you just hang out with friends, the group that's there, your friends who are in this game that you trust enough, you should all also support each other when those dark moments happen outside of the game. Whenever we lose a character in the game, we have like a wake. We go to an Irish pub that we go to often in Burbank, and we all get drinks, and we have a wake for that character. And it's part of that process too, because it is a part of that, even though it's imaginary, there's a part of that experience and journey that's come to an end, and that deserves its respect as well. And we all are there to help support the player, and you know, as a playing group, you know, be there for your friends who may be going through that experience, because it is, even though it is make-believe and it is a game, that is still a loss. And that's not a bad thing either. Loss is an important thing to process, because life comes with loss. And part of the wonderful experiences of role-playing games is it allows us a safe space to explore very positive and very negative emotions in a healthy way and make us better people through it. So just be there for them, be supportive, and be the best friends and co-players you can be.
You know,
Thank you, Matt.
part of the reason I think that like we get upset when these fictional characters are killed is because we're playing this game of imagination together, and we form a chemistry together. We're like, well, we get to do this together, and it's always like this, and you're always funny like that, and you're always intense like this, and we really love that chemistry. And then somebody gets killed and they're gone. And that chemistry, which is something that we're like addicted to and love, that chemistry is affected. It's gone. And like when Molly was gone, like Bo and Molly had this great sort of like fuck you, butting heads thing. That's gone. And so like we love, you know, we're actors, but anyone who plays this game extensively, like you love the sort of second life that you create for yourself. And then when the character's gone, it's you don't have that unique mix anymore.
Yeah. If someone would have died last night, would we have found like a local Irish pub to go to? Probably would have been the. I mean, because I found a few last night anyway. I woke up in a dumpster behind the courthouse with a Denny's menu stapled to my back at 4 a.m. So, but would we have done that on the road? Like,
we know they called.
Yeah.
Easily. I would have avoided being in public for a while.
Yeah.
I'd be in a little like Pope Mobile up here on stage for this panel.
Yep. Okay, oh, hello. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Pearly Bay. Hi.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh my God.
Love all your different cosplays that we see.
Oh no.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Okay. I have a question for Laura. Big surprise. Yeah. So I really love how you play Vex and Jester, even though as two characters they're pretty different from each other. But sometimes you have an instance where like your Laura shows. So I actually just wanted to ask, what was the biggest disconnect that you've ever experienced between player versus character? If you've ever felt like you as a person, as a player, would never ever make a choice in a situation versus what your character would do in that same situation. Because,
Like, I feel like everything my characters do, I wouldn't do in real life. And, like, that's one of the, like, especially Jester. Oh,
boy, yeah.
like, Travis and I have had these conversations. The joy of playing a character like Jester or like Grog, where you don't have to filter yourself. Like, as you go through life, everybody, I assume, has, I don't know for sure, but everybody has these random, really stupid things that pop up in your brain, and you don't say them because everybody will judge you and they're weird. And as these characters, you just embrace it. And it is so much fun. And talk about character bleed. It is an issue that I deal with now because Jester has had that effect on me, and so I tend to say stupider things in real life now. But
I can confirm that. I've heard a lot of stupid shit recently. I'm just kidding.
The shade in this room.
no, but I would never deface anything in public. I would never steal anything.
You're not going to attach any dicks to the walls
I would
outside
not
of
attach
there.
a dick to a wall in public or in anywhere. I don't know. It's not. I just said it weird. Dang it.
I'm just glad I got to give you the eyebrow back this time.
Record
Eat
number.
a lot of donuts, though. That's all me.
Yep. Thank you very much. Record number of dicks showing up on bus stops in Indianapolis randomly. What's your name? Oh, look at that. Wow.
Hi, my name is Ethan.
I love your costume.
Thank you very much.
Favorite Witcher characters?
Absolutely. This is actually for you, Mr. Mercer. We've explored...
That skull or your question? I'm scared.
Oh God, he's coming for me.
Oh no. No, this is hardly a crossroads, Mr. Mercer. You have nothing to fear from me here.
My
Fair enough.
Uncle Jerry wishes to say hello.
What's your question, sir?
We've explored several places in the multiverse in your games, like the City of Brass, the Feywild, places like that. Are there any places in the multiverse, like just anywhere adjacent to that, like the Astral Sea or somewhere that you either as a player or as a GM would have liked to have gone, but have never had the time or the resources to do?
Interesting. I do have some places that I really would like to explore, whether in this campaign or campaigns down the road. Astral Sea is interesting. It's a really weird, amorphous plane, and I just love the prospect of one day throwing an astral dreadnought at these poor guys. He's my second to the Tarrasque. Like they're. You know, they're fun. They're a good time. Don't worry.
No, that's not fun.
They're fun. I mean, I've always loved Planescape. The city of Sigil would be great for obvious reasons, of course.
Oh yeah.
So I can be like, no, guys, this is where I learned my wrong pronunciation. But the City of Doors is awesome. Lady Payne's a great element. Those who watched the Search for Bob one shot, there was a Lady of Pain reference dropped in there. If you missed it, you can go back and look. It's almost maybe there's a few doors in Sigil that lead to Exandria. Who knows? Think about that for your home campaigns, huh? But yeah, I love that. I want to go into some deep abyssal planes too. Like we've been to the city of Dis. You know, we've seen a little bit of the 9 Hells of Bator, though maybe not the harsher places. There's so many to explore. Yeah, deep abyssal planes would be great. Astral Sea would be great. Sigil would be great. I'll leave it there because this could go on for too long. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Great question. Hello, what's your name?
My name's Danielle.
Hey.
Matt has said on Twitter that one of the ways that you guys handle the pressures of the Kickstarter and the intense dramatic moments in the campaign is by checking in with each other and checking in on each other's mental health. Sam, I know that you take on a lot of responsibilities with doing the D&D Beyond and the
Not so
songs
much
you
anymore.
write. And also, you're one of your characters often are joking around with other characters and giving them a hard time. So I was wondering if maybe from your perspective, Sam, you could give some details without giving away anything too personal on how to properly mentally check in with your players, your fellow players, and just help everybody and check that everybody's doing okay.
Well, I'm learning from these guys as we go how best to do that. I'm weird in that I'm usually sort of as weird as I am on screen. I don't really talk very much when we're off screen. Or I keep my stuff to myself more than some of these guys do. But they have in the last few years helped me sort of connect more with my best friends here, and we do check in a lot with each other. Thanks to Matt and thanks to all of us. Like for instance, yesterday morning we all had breakfast together. It was really nice. We just talked about stuff and it was great to just sort of reconnect to everybody. But yeah, I'm not an expert at this in any way. In fact, on this stage, I am the least good at it. But I have endeavored to become better at it, and opening yourself up to your friends and feeling comfortable enough to share your past or your worries for the future with your friends and not getting any judgment back is like the greatest gift. If you have that with one person, it's amazing. If you have it with all of these people, holy moly, it's the greatest thing in the world. So I've tried to be better at sharing my stuff with them and being there for them. That's all I can do.
Yeah. I will say though, Sam, I know we joke around a lot, but you are getting a lot better. I will say you are getting. The other day he said hi to me when I got to work. It was huge. It was
I thought you were Chris Lockey.
Shout out to Chris Lockey. Who's up next?
Hi, so my name's Kylan.
Ah! It's Niall. An inside joke for the 3 people who watch Jocks Machina. What's your question?
My question's for Marisha, actually. So in Campaign 1 with Vox Machina, there's a lot of powerful, badass lady NPCs. So if by chance, it all worked out time-wise, who do you think Bo would be most likely to have a crush on from Campaign 1?
Kima. Yeah. Keyleth very much emulated Allura and really looked up to her and kind of looked at her as a powerful female figurehead and took notes for leadership through her. Bo would just want to fuck.
That's
Kima.
valid.
You're awesome. I love you. I will never get your name right because it doesn't matter to me. All that matters is my name for you. You're the best. All right, who's up next?
Hi,
my name's Lauren. I have a question for Liam. What do characters do in the campaign, no matter how old it gets, that you find funny or amusement from?
One more time.
Okay, one more time. What do other players in the campaign do throughout the campaign that you find funny, no matter how old it gets?
Oh God.
Oh.
No matter how long they do it.
No matter how long we
Jokes.
beat the
Been a
joke to
while.
death. Oh, God.
Tread carefully.
God, everybody throwing on this one. I'll never get over this one waggling her eyebrow every third word in the game.
Slow snicker every time there's even vaguely a possibility of a dick joke that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just every time this is going to be hard. Just
I'd say every time there is a pain reaction out of not, it is hysterical to me.
I like anytime just the concept of death comes up remotely, anywhere, in the game, out of the game, one of these people like you, you're dead.
not old.
Yeah.
What would have happened last night if not, God forbid, had died, and there had to be a big emotional scene with Sam in that outfit? Like, what? If I just picture Matt going, all right, Sam, what would you like Not's last words to be? And then Sam going,
My last words would have been, "You pooping?"
okay. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Sabina. You guys might know me better as the Sun Tree.
Oh, Sun Tree, welcome back.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you. So my best friend who got me into Critical Role is actually at the con, but is sick in the hotel room.
Oh.
So I have a question from her to ask Laura. It's actually kind of for Jester in a way. So, do you think the volcano would be a good spot for TravelerCon?
Okay, here's the thing. I totally did at first, and then I need to talk to him because I think that now it's probably not, because it wasn't very expensive, really, as big as I thought it would be, and there wasn't a lot of beds and no real good food. So I don't know how many people are coming, but even just getting to the nearest hotel was really difficult. You know?
I love the idea that half of your sketchbook is Jester's tiny Yelp reviews of locations in Wild Mount.
One more thing to add. At the Hour of Honor on Thursday, where we got a bunch of critters met up, we had a bard contest. And a Molly won, and he sang, his name was Making Cosplay, Derek. He sang a song called Molly's Wake Song. I have posted it on YouTube. I will link it out for everybody. Taliesin, I think you will love it because it is like an Irish pub song.
Oh no. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing
Yes,
it.
the link is out there on Twitter. I will tweet it again sometime.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's really sweet. This is going to be our last question. Hopefully the Irish accents in the song are better than Molly's were. Let's see about that.
It's funny. It's funny. It's weird because there's no Ireland in Exandria. Isn't that odd?
It's so odd.
So the accent was right. It was just not the accent you know.
No, that's a valid point though. Like any accent
Thank
we
you.
do, any accent we do well or properly, it's proper because it's an Exandrian accent. I can tell you if it's good or not.
Hello.
What's your name?
Yeah, that wasn't a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Hey, what's your name? We got to get
Hi.
out of here, so you're last.
Okay. My name's Bailey.
Yes.
My question is
fitting.
for Laura. With all of the throwback to Vox Machina and Whitestone in the week before, how were you feeling with everything going? So.
I don't know.
How am I feeling with every? Oh,
Like with the throwback, like how were you feeling with all the mentions of Whitestone and everything that was thrown back with like the Percy like
It's all she thinks
everything?
about.
I'm feeling
like-
very nostalgic. And also, I would love for everyone to come visit. And also,
Me as well.
If we did, I think we would cause a lot of problems.
New pitch. Traveler Con at Whitestone.
They're ready. They're ready.
We know the food is good. Lots of lodging and room and board. No dead people on trees anymore.
Oh my God.
All of the residuum that you could ever hope for.
And endless booze. Endless booze. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for waiting. We love you. Thank you so much.